Hey there guys, it's Metro, and today we're taking another look at the Maxnomic series of chairs, okay? If you saw my previous video, alright, where I detailed 3 reasons why I wasn't satisfied with the chair I purchased, then this one is sort of a follow-up. Those reasons did surmount and become just too much for me, so I decided with some Christmas money I would buy an upgrade to the chair, okay? But first things first, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about, I'm going to respond to the criticisms I received on that video. Not that, the video is bad or anything. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the review itself, okay? And I'll show you guys why. Just put this to rest, all right, since people don't seem to understand why I purchased this chair, okay? So this is the chair I purchased, right? Maxnomic Dominator, or the original chair. Now, everybody was like, "Oh, you're an idiot, you bought the wrong chair, you bought a chair too small for you," in like half English and just non-coherent sentences. Well, what happened here was I didn't know which chair to pick. Originally, I was actually looking at this chair because this is the chair I saw Amaz using, right, the streamer. And then I came here and I was like, oh yeah, this is not the chair for me. This chair does not fit for me. So I contacted them. And it says, I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, here you go. You could always send us an email with your height and weight, and we could recommend the best chair for you. So I did. Okay, I sent him an email, and here it says between 5'9" and 6'1". Okay, I am 6 foot even with shoes on. When I have my shoes off, I'm 5'9". Okay, so I'm in between this. So I said that. Then here it says a weight up to 220 pounds. In the summer, when I go outside and do stuff outside, I lose a little bit of weight. I'm 205 to 207. In the winter, I gain about 5 to 10 pounds, so I'm about 210-ish, maybe a little bit higher, okay? Never anywhere close to 220. That would be a stretch. Then, down here, it even says, if you're over 230, we highly recommend the Office Comfort. Obviously, that would be well over this, okay? I am nowhere near that. Never been in my life, okay? 215 is the highest I've ever been. So I sent all this. I told them, the differences in weight in the thing and, how I like to sit. And they recommended this chair. Okay. I was going to buy the blue one. It was out of stock. So I got the black one. Now on the picture here. Now, first of all, they did not tell me anything about this. You know what I mean? When I looked at this, I never thought a second chance of it. I've never purchased a $369 anything, really. It's not a vehicle, I guess, that price. And I did not expect this to be uncomfortable. No, I never would have guessed it. If you told me that a $369 chair would have some ridiculous counter comfort thing integrated into it, I would never have believed it, okay? So that is why I made this purchase as opposed to... No, I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, no, I did. All right, as opposed to this purchase, okay? Because 6 foot to 6'7", I'm really not 6 foot. Like, I'm only 6 foot when I wear my basketball shoes, and that's the only time I ever get measured. And I'm definitely nowhere near that number, 285. All right. So this chair does not seem like the chair to me, but I am going to explain to you why this chair pretty much counters my argument with the previous chair. And honestly, unfortunately, I feel like this is the only chair that they should sell. So anyway, yeah, let's talk a little bit about that now. All right, so here we go. So when I talked about the previous chair, okay, it was 3 specific things, all right? Now, if you remember, one of them was the armrests, okay? We'll get that one out of the way here. The armrests, unfortunately, are not any different. I think they're textured a little bit different. I'm not really sure about that. It kind of feels a little different. I can't really say for sure. I don't know, maybe it was just wear on the other ones, but either way, yeah, there's that one is kind of just crossed out. It kind of never really became an issue, honestly. Like, I never really cared about it after I made the video. And then of course there's the seat itself. That was, I think, the second point on that list. Originally the issue, well, it wasn't really an issue, but what I had to talk about was that the seat was so firm that when I sat on it, I did not move at all. Like, the seat did not move. This one feels a little different. Now, I wasn't really convinced that was actually an issue at the time, and it definitely was, just because like it was so firm that it would kind of hurt my back a little bit. Like sitting on it for a while would just kind of make the bottoms of my legs and my butt sore. But yeah, this one's not, I don't know, it feels a little softer. I'm not sure exactly if like the material's different or what is different here, but it's definitely a little bit more squishy. It feels more like a couch, like when I described it in the first video, less like hard foam and more like a couch. But it's still, it is definitely still firm. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Now this directly answers my question. This was all I really needed. I didn't even care about this when I bought this, but this is very good. And the number one issue, the big issue, right? The issue that I had with the chair was those goddamn wings, man. I don't even know what to say about that. If you're still on the critic side, tell me, why are they there? That's all I want to know. Tell me why they're there. And yeah, I don't know if you can, man, because anyway, they are not here. All right. So this chair has a wider base in general. Like I said, it's supposed to be for people up to 285. I am nowhere near that, but I fit so much better in this chair. And then these back ones are still here. A few people have complained about that, but it does not bother me at all. So in comparison, those three things are these three are much better than the previous chair. The previous chair just it was a huge failure on that part. But the great parts about that chair was that it felt like it was going to last forever. This one does as well. It's very comfortable when it was when I was sitting in it, when I was able to sit in it properly, which this one makes that even easier. I can now move my legs side to side and pick up the leg and sit underneath it if I need to. People say that's bad, whatever. Like that was like the other 10% of the criticism was like, oh, you're bad posture. But I mean, I sit in this thing for 10 to 12 hours a day sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I can't just sit straight for those 10 hours. But anyway, and then yeah, so it doesn't come with the lumbar pillow. I have it over there, but it doesn't come with it. I think it's kind of built in. It feels like it's a lot more like see how it kind of slopes down at the end there. But yeah, in general, I think like this chair is just superior. Now it's like $100 some more. I think it's like, yeah, it's like $3, I don't know, it's a lot more. It's like $4 something. But if you're thinking between the two chairs, the Leader, this is the Leader, I would recommend it because it's got a larger base. The bottom is more sturdy. There are some drawbacks. I'll talk about those. I'm going to do a separate review just for the chair, okay? That'll be a different video. But yeah, as of right now, it is so much better than the Dominator, okay? So I would recommend it. It's a lot more. Unfortunately, it really should just be halfway in between the prices because I don't know why this has to be so much more, but it's needed, honestly. Like it's such an upgrade from the previous chair. I can't even say it enough. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, just leave your comments and I'll definitely be reading them.